listen, you're going to see this on Sunday, so I haven't really had a chance to have a look at any of the Sunday results, but I really just wanted to speak about two games in particular, so that's why I've decided to film it now. But let me know your thoughts on any of those games which we're going to discuss, and yeah, let's begin. So we begin with Real Madrid 4, Girona 0. Goals from Vinicius Junior, Jude Bellingham and Rodrigo. So this was one of the games I wanted to talk about because this was a title showdown. It was first, second, as Real Madrid as they thumped title challengers Girona to go 5 points clear at the top of La Liga. I actually did watch this game, so in terms of my thoughts about it, the first goal was insane from Vinicius Junior. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It was absolutely emphatic, and that was in like 2 minutes or so, 6 minutes, yeah. So from that moment, it really set the tone. I actually thought Girona started off well, and then that happened, and then bang. It was poor defending from Girona. They needed to close them down quicker, but that was an insane goal. And then Vinny, it was really the Vinny and Bellingham show. Vinny produced an insane assist for Jude Bellingham, who rounded the keeper. Incredible composure to score. He scored a brace. As says, they are in awe of Jude, who continued, got a brace. He hadn't scored in a little while. His goals had sort of dried up a little bit, but he was back amongst the goals. Vinny and Bellingham were terrific, as I said. Rodrigo, he wrapped up with a fourth, and his goal also, that was insane. That was an incredible goal by Rodrigo as well. Really nice goals. Hosselu actually missed a penalty at the last kick of the game, which was not good, but it didn't really matter. It was 4-0 in the end, and a huge win for Real Madrid. The problem was that Jude Bellingham did come off with an injury to the ankle. Not sure how severe that is yet, but hopefully for Real Madrid that's not too bad, and he'll be fit for the Champions League tie on Tuesday or Wednesday. It is versus Leipzig. But yeah, it was terrific, and it was insane considering Real Madrid had Tchouaméni and Carvajal at centre-back because they had a centre-back crisis in terms of injuries. And they were coming up against the best attack really in La Liga. The best attack in La Liga, and this back five, which was really all a makeshift back five besides Mendy, managed to keep a clean sheet, was pretty insane. It shows how good a performance was from Real Madrid. I was really impressed with Camavinga as well. Him bombing forward was good. Arda Güler looked good when he came on, won the penalty. It was just superb from Real Madrid, and they now go 5 points clear of Girona. Now the title's not done, but that bit of a gap now is like, okay, Real Madrid are in firm position here to secure that title. Now as for Girona, this was disappointing. I was really expecting a lot more from Girona. As I said, they started off okay, but then after that first goal, heads started to drop. They really couldn't create much, no shots on target, which is so unlike Girona this season. They have been free-flowing, attacking, scored goals for fun, but it was stifled by Real Madrid. And they never really got going in this game. They had a couple moments where they looked a little bit dangerous, but they never really got going. Couldn't get any service to Audible. And yeah, some of the defending was really poor. Jan Kudo had a really bad game, gave away a penalty. Vinny Jr. cooked him a couple times. This centre-back here came in for Daley Blind. Hadn't played much all season, and you could kind of tell. Looked a bit reckless. And as I said, the title's not done. But for Girona, look, it's a damaging defeat. 4-0 loss is the manner of the defeat. But to be fair, Girona, their only loss this season has actually come against Real Madrid in a reverse fixture. It was a pretty bad beating as well, but then they come back and bounce back from that and didn't lose the game after. So Girona can clearly bounce back from defeat. It's just, can they do it again? And I don't think so. I think the real thing about Girona is just secure Champions League football, because if Barca and Atletico win their games, then they're only a couple points behind them. So Girona, for me, secure Champions League football. That is still an insane achievement. And if you can, try and keep up the pace with Real Madrid. But for me, I think this game showed that Real Madrid were the better side, and it looks like the title is heading back to Madrid. Alright, let's move on to the other big title showdown. Bayer Leverkusen 3, Bayern Munich 0. Gosman Joseph Stanisic, Grimaldo and Jeremy Frimpong. So, annoyingly, these two games were on at the same time, which I had to do some, split screen type thing, but I did manage to watch both, and I was glad I watched both because they were both incredible games, and this was insane. Leverkusen, as it says here, struck a huge blow in the Bundesliga title race with an emphatic victory, and just like Madrid, they now go 5 points clear of Bayern Munich. So they took the lead with Joseph Stanisic, which is actually hilarious because Stanisic is on loan at Leverkusen from Bayern Munich. So it's funny because Bayern Munich did this to Barcelona in the Champions League with Coutinho, if you remember. But they've had it done to them. Their own loan player scored against them, which is funny. And I thought Bayer Leverkusen were terrific in this game. Absolutely terrific. On the break, they were just catching Bayern Munich, who had no reply. Bayern Munich were awful in terms of attack. In terms of everything, this was one of the worst performances I've seen from Bayern. They had all the balls, 61%, one shot on target, and they were leaking at the back. They played a free at the back, yet they were so exposed at the back. I don't know what it was. They kept getting caught out on the counter-attacks. They couldn't cope with Bayer Leverkusen. And Leverkusen were terrific on the counters. Teller, Wirtz and Adli. The funny thing is, you look at that front three going into this, and you compare it to this of Sane, Musiala and Kane, and you're like, what the hell, Bayern Munich are going to score goals for fun, surely? Well, no, it was the reverse. The Leverkusen front three were terrific on the counter-attacks. They looked really good. They were all really unlucky not to get on the score sheet themselves. It was Grimaldo who got the second goal. His second goal was insane. Fantastic finish. He has been insane as well. He's been one of the signings of the summer across Europe. Probably, considering we got him for a free, he's like top 3 pound for pound signings of the summer, you could say. And Leverkusen's victory means we are now unbeaten in 31 matches in all competitions this season. Still yet to lose a game. The stadium was fantastic atmosphere. Interesting little protest at the start with the candy about the ownership or whatever. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Frimpong wrapped up. His celebration was fantastic. He was going insane. It looked like Xabi Alonso didn't really like his celebration. He was kind of telling him to just get up. But that was weird also. Manuel Neuer went up for the corner when it's 2-0 down. It's like, it's the 96th minute, you're 2-0 down. Even if you scored from the corner, what would that even do? You were not going to get a point anyway, just stay back. But yeah, Frimpong scored, made it 3-0. And that is huge. That is absolutely huge. I want to give a special shout out to Alonso though, because the way he adapted the team was insane. Leverkusen have shown this season that they're not just this sort of one-trick pony. They just dominate the ball and dominate teams. Because, as you see here, 39% possession, yet they were so good defensively. I said Bayern were bad, but they couldn't get past Leverkusen all game. I've not really seen Bayern in any games this season literally create 0 chances. They literally created 0 chances. 0. And that is all because of Leverkusen's fantastic defence. Robert Andrich and Xhaka in the midfield were terrific. They were just fantastic, Leverkusen, and can they do it? Can they do it? That's the real question. They are 5 points clear now. as it says here, a quiet night for Kane. He had like 18 touches, I think. He had absolutely no service. They could not create to save their lives. When he did get the ball, didn't do anything with it. Tuchel got the team selection all wrong. He tried to match Leverkusen up with a three at the back. Didn't work at all. Eric Dyer looked quite poor at the back. They were getting cut open at the back, as I said, even though they played a back five. And it was just poor. I'm not sure why Kimmich was left on the bench. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but yeah, just really, really bad from Bayern Munich. Really, really bad. But Leverkusen fans, they are starting to dream. There's 0 German top flight titles to their name. Maybe, are they going to do it? Now look, you would never back against Bayern Munich. You never bet against Bayern Munich, considering these guys won 11 in a row. You don't bet against that, and it's only 5 points. So even though Leverkusen destroyed Bayern in this game, they're only 5 points clear. That's nothing. Leverkusen lose one game, Bayern win. It's suddenly 2 points. Like, that's nothing. So don't get carried away by this result and say, oh, they've won the league, it's over. What a win. Sure, what a win, but the league's not over by any means. But what I will say is, the thing is with Leverkusen is now they just need to maintain this form until the last couple games of the season. Once you get into the last about 5 games of the season, that's where I want to see what Leverkusen can do, because that's where Dortmund last season crumbled, and that's where Bayern Munich every season, the last few games of the season, that's where they click into gear and they say, right, we're going to win every single game, and the other teams can't handle that pressure and they crumble. Leverkusen, they've passed every single test, but that's the sort of final hurdle for them, right? How will they do when it comes to that? Pressure is on now, and you've got a couple games to lift that trophy. How will they do? I don't know. But based on how they've done so far, if you had to ask me who's winning the Bundesliga, oh, it's tough. Because as I said, you can't back against 11 in a row. How am I meant to say that they're not going to win it? But at the same time, Leverkusen looks so good. They are in all competitions, though. Maybe depth is going to be an issue, but even then they've had so many injuries and they've been perfectly fine. Like they've got Victor Boniface, who's going to be coming back. Yeah. If I had to pick one, if my life's on the line, I had to pick a team who are going to win the Bundesliga, I'm still back in Bayern. But I think that by Leverkusen, if they can maintain this for the next few games, if they can build up a little bit of a bigger lead, then I think it's going to them. But this is really, really intriguing, this Bundesliga title race, and yeah, that's opened it up. Right, on to some other games then. So we have PSG 3, Lille 1, Gonzalo Ramos an own goal, and Golo Muani. So PSG came from behind to beat Lille and moved 11 points clear at Ligue. And so, I mean, Ligue is, unlike Bundesliga and La Liga, kind of wrapped up already. Big win for PSG. Interestingly, Kylian Mbappe did not feature, with Luis Enrique resting the striker before they face Real Sociedad. France International picked up an ankle injury in the French Cup, win over Brest, but was fit enough to be named on the bench. So we'll see if Mbappe makes it for the Sociedad game, but that's encouraging that they beat Lille, who are a good side. They beat Lille without Mbappe, just shows that they have good strength and depth in the forward lines with the likes of Asensio and Ramos in there. And yeah, it'll be interesting how they do in the Champions League. Let's have a look here. So Dortmund 3, Freiburg 0, Daniel Malin 2, and Nicholas Fulker goal. So another Bundesliga game was delayed by protest against an investment proposal by the German Football Association. Oh, okay. So I didn't actually know this. I thought the protest was because, like, by Leverkusen were getting investment or something. Okay, spoke to the supporters. Okay, hold on. I want to hear about this. So, in December, a majority vote by German clubs approved a proposal to sell some Bundesliga TV rights in exchange for investment capital. Supporters threw tennis balls on the pitch during Bochum's 3-0 win over Union Berlin in December, and there was a 12-minute stoppage during Heidenheim's 1-1 draw with Wolfsburg last month. On the 20th of January, Dortmund's 4-0 victory was subject to an 8-minute delay. On Friday, there was also protest during Hanover's 4-3 win. Hamburg, why do I keep saying call it Hamburger? Hamburg fans chained 6 padlocks to the goal and netting at half time. 3 locks to either post at one end with the padlocks having been cut off. Wow. Gregor Goebel was shown kicking and juggling one of the tennis ball while the budgets were removed. No investors in the German Football League. Yeah, I mean, the Bundesliga is one of the only leagues, right? You have that sort of fan investment. I believe you got the 50+1 rule where the fans own the clubs, so they're obviously opposed to investment. I don't necessarily think it's a huge bad thing, but I guess culturally that's not really acceptable in German football, so I understand that protests. It'll be interesting if anything's done about it or they just ignore the protests. But yeah, Dortmund move up into 4th. Stuttgart and Leipzig going to be interesting who will get that Champions League spot. That's another little subplot in the Bundesliga. Another protest here. Let's see what they're protesting about. Cadiz fans threw plastic ponchos on the pitch to bring their side's loss to an early end. Pablo Fornal scored. Interesting. Okay. They've only won one of 224 league matches. What's the protest about? That's been a miserable one, but they seem to lose to 4th tier side Argentina in the Copa del Rey. They sacked their manager. Oh wow. I remember this guy, Mauricio Pellegrino. Okay, protests at Cadiz came on the same day as protests at 2 matches in Germany. Okay, so these guys are just, they're protesting because they're trash. Alright, that's fine. Oh god, okay, what's happened here? I'm not sure if I can speak about this, but we'll see. Sevilla disgusted after Lugos at Campos appears to be touched completely inappropriately by fan. Okay, do I want to scroll down? Alright, let's hear it. A fan appeared to poke the winger's backside while he was preparing to take a throw-in during Monday's first half. What? The Argentine international city wants La Liga to treat me as seriously as it takes racism. Wait, what? Oh, what is going on? Okay, maybe this article's like made it out as lesser than it was, but he's been poked in the back, and this guy's severe disgusted, and he wants it to be treated like racism. I kept my calm because I have 2 daughters. I hope this doesn't happen to them in the future. Okay. I might have to like watch the video back, but I mean poked in the backside. Do they mean the bum? If you got poked in the bum, yeah, that's weird. That is weird. If they actually mean his backside, his back, then yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. Someone please explain what's happened. Someone please explain what's happened to be fair. Okay, nope, not this, but okay, I don't think they have it here, but another result which I wanted to talk about. Where is it? Here it is. Roma 2, Inter Milan 4. This was a big result for Inter. Daniel De Lossi's Roma. They were 2-1 up on Inter, but Inter, with a champion's mentality, picked up a huge win of 4-2. Marcus Thuram starred, got another goal to his name. Angelino got an own goal. I didn't even realise he went to Roma. But Thuram scored. He's been terrific this season, and this was huge for Inter, who reaffirmed their place at the top of Serie A, which is another really good time to race between them and Juventus. And results around there. Osasuna beat Real Sociedad. That's poor for them. Going into the Champions League tie versus PSG. That's not what you want to see for them. What else we got here? Gladbach drew 0-0. Frankfurt drew 1-1. Leipzig drew 2-2. Yeah, not good form for them going into the Real Madrid game, but Lens win 3-1. Lazio win 3-1. What else we got here? Club Brugge 4-0 win. Okay. Was there any on Friday results to have a look at? Dortmund's 3-0, 1-1 Marseille, Betis 2-0, Salzburg dropped points. Alright, Balotelli scored. We'll round off by just having a little look at some of the tables across Europe. So we already looked at La Liga and Bundesliga, so we won't check them out, but I'll show you Serie A. Okay, so Inter are actually 7 points clear now. So yeah, Inter are in a really, really good spot. Look at that, 5 wins in a row. Inter, I mean, you know, the title's in their hands. I'm not going to say they've won the league yet, but it's looking like they're going to win it. It's looking like they're going to win it. The only thing that can really stop them is if they have a good Champions League run, and that kind of distracts them a little bit because Juventus aren't in any European competitions. But yeah, Inter are looking good. Milan pretty much got a Champions League football confirmed. Interesting who will get that last spot. Lazio, their good form under De Rossi has propelled them into a top 4 race. Atalanta, Roma and Lazio and Bologna and Napoli, and you can even count Fiorentina in there, are all gunning for that 4th spot. So that's going to be really interesting. Serie A's top 4 race, and we'll have a look at. Let's have a look at the Eredivisie. So PSV are still invincible. They've drawn 2 games, 10 points clear of Feyenoord. Interestingly enough, Ajax are in 5th, and Ajax have really, really researched themselves. I'm not sure who their manager actually is right now, but they have done a really, really good job. 10 wins now, 35 points, and it looks like they're back in contention for. I don't think they'll get Europa League, but they'll probably get Conference League spots. So they've done well to salvage their season a little bit. Let's look at the Portuguese League. Benfica are top with 1 loss. It's an interesting tie race here, very tight. Sporting Lisbon close behind them with a game in hand. Bordeaux kind of fading away here, but they're still in with an outside chance. So that's a very interesting tight race, and we'll end by having a look at. Let's have a look at Ligue, and besides the title race, so Nice are in 2nd, Brest are in 3rd. Wow, what a season they are having. Lille in 4th, Monaco in 5th, Lens in 6th. It's very, very tight between 2nd and 6th. So the race for Champions League football is all between these teams. I'd love if Nice and Brest got into the Champions League. That would be really, really cool. But yeah, that is the European review for this week. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like, consider subscribing.